Hey everyone, it's Jacob Pike, aka Code Servant, on the HobbyGameDev subreddit with an update for the Shader Soccer project going on there now. There have been a few major updates this week, the first of which is goal areas, which have been added to each side of the playing field. Right now they're basically just elongated cubes, but they can be changed to something more interesting later if time permits. To accommodate the height of the goal areas, I also shrunk the size of the players a little bit so they don't block the goals too easily, which would make it a little harder to score. Now, anytime the ball hits one of the goal areas, the score up here at the top of the screen gets incremented for the appropriate player, and the ball gets reset in the center with a random direction, which, as you can see, sometimes is a little bit too horizontal or vertical, so there's opportunity for tweaking there. So after the goal areas, the next major update is the scoreboard at the top, which I already talked a little bit about, the scores getting incremented when the ball hits the goal areas. But another aspect of the scoreboard, which was kind of interesting to implement, was the clock right now, which is currently counting upward, but I also have it implemented so that it can count downward, since I would like an opportunity to have time-based matches in the future where whoever has the most points after a certain amount of time wins. Getting the clock up here formatted correctly was a little interesting. I used C#'s time span class to convert seconds to that what's displayed up here, but I was a little bit disappointed that the version of the .NET framework in Unity apparently doesn't have the two-string overload that allows sort of time span specific format strings to be specified. So it took a little more work to get the formatting for the clock correct, but it really wasn't all that bad. So for the next week or two, I'll probably be working on getting some minimal CPU AI implement done so that it isn't basically a two-player game with keyboard players sharing the same keyboard, and there can be like a single-player version as well. Anyway, thanks for the responses so far on the HobbyGameDev subreddit. It's been really encouraging. Interaction Artist might be contributing some different player ball models later, and Morpharray might be contributing some backgrounds if time permits. And there's still plenty of opportunities for collaboration, and I'm sure if you look at the game now, you can probably point out tons of opportunity for polish. So if you're interested, just feel free to check out the HobbyGameDev subreddit, and I'll be back with another update soon.